lads, welcome back to another video. In this one, due to your like target hitting, which was fantastic by the way, I asked you to hit 40 likes on the Championship kit reaction video on Sunday, and you have smashed it with over 80 likes. So therefore, there is simply no reason why I shouldn't be sitting here right now doing this video. So without further ado, let's get into it. My Premiership kit reaction for the 2019-20 season. I'm going to start off with Livingston, and there's a good reason for this. I was kind of given a bit of news last night and it struck a chord with me personally, and the person involved is an actual Livingston fan, and that's the only reason why I'm going to bring it up here. I'm not going to really mention anything else about it, but I hope you get well soon. If you're watching this, then I really hope that you pull through it, and if there does become an opportunity where I can visit you personally, then I certainly will take that up. But if you're watching this, you happen to be watching this, then you'll know exactly what I'm meaning, and hopefully you can pull through it and come out stronger. But as I said, we're going to start off with Livingston straight away, and none of their kits have actually fully been released yet, but they have been playing the pre-season games in this strip, which a lot of their fans haven't really been entirely happy about. What I will say to Livingston fans that are worried about this strip is that Dundee United strip that I said in the Championship kit reaction video, that happens to be not their actual away strip, and they've been playing in it in their games. So it may not actually be your actual kit, it may just be like a training sort of kit, or it may be just the pre-season one before the actual one comes out, etc. So I wouldn't place too much hope on that being your kit or not, because a lot of things could change from now until you actually release your kits. According to a Livingston fan, they take quite long to release their kits, so I won't be able to give my proper reaction to their kit. If that's their kit though, especially if it's their home one, that's going to get a very low rating in my opinion. So now we're going to go back to the normal kind of order, and we're going to start at the top with Celtic and their home kit. I don't like this, I just don't, and I think you'll know what section of the kit it is that puts me off it. It's that top kind of shoulder section where they've basically broken up the hoops for no reason at all, and I just think it slightly puts me off the kit in general. I'm looking at it right now and the whole kit is pretty much fine except that detail, and I just think it takes away from the kit as a whole. So for that reason it's probably going to get a 7, because it is a general Celtic kit and you would notice it from miles away that it'd be a Celtic kit. But when people are wearing it, especially when it's not football players who can't model things exactly the way you'd want them to, it doesn't look right in my opinion. So 7 out of 10 for the Celtic home kit. And the Celtic away kit is going to get a completely different reaction for me, because I really like this and I feel like it really fits in with the whole kind of Celtic vibe, and I just like it totally. Obviously, I always say nothing's perfect, so this one is probably going to be like a couple of the kits in the Championship one, and it's going to get a 9.5 out of 10, because I just love every detail about it, if I'm being quite honest, and it's going for a complete neutral, and I just think that everything works in the kit. Now moving on to Rangers, and none have really been officially released except for the home kit, I don't think. So we'll start off with that, and this picture maybe doesn't do the home kit justice, because there is a few wee kind of blended out details in the home kit's design, but I do really rate that home kit. I'm going to say a 9 out of 10, because as I said, there is really nothing wrong with it, and it's a Rangers kit, you can clearly tell that, and even the wee designs they've got going on with it, where they've faded out bits and stuff like that, that all really works. And then right next to that is the Rangers away kit, and again, it's a red kit, there isn't really anything special about it. I do like a red away kit, like I said in the Championship kit reaction video about our United's away kit. So I'm going to give this one a solid 8 out of 10, because it's just a basic design, but the colour red always works for me. Then moving on to Aberdeen, and they've went with a completely red number, and it's another one like the ones in the Championship video. It's very Aberdeen, and you're not really going to get them deviating much from that sort of design in any season when it comes to their home kit. So a red home kit for Aberdeen, it's bog standard, innit? I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10, because they can't really go wrong with that sort of thing. Their away kit, it's a gold number, and it's quite a weird colour for a club to go for. I don't really see much gold away kits these days, but they've went with it. It's quite a bold move, but I think it works, and I think the changes with the gold colouring in different bits, like the gold badge on the shorts but the black badge on the top, obviously to kind of just balance out the kit as a whole. It's in full black and gold, and I think the short colour works with the top colour. So I'm probably going to give this one a 9 out of 10 as well, because I think even though they've went out there with a different sort of colour, I really think they have pulled it off. Now the next two images are of Kilmarnock's kits, and unfortunately I've had to pull up sort of their cartoon images that they've made of them, because there hasn't been really any proper full kit, like proper images, like real people images yet. They've shown like real close-ups of the kit, but none of the full kit itself. And I was quite surprised when I seen this initially, because it's obviously not the usual Kilmarnock blue and white stripes, but it's because of their 150th anniversary year. That's why they've went back to the full kind of navy blue colour. It's obviously harping back to their roots or something like that. So I really do kind of like the whole kind of retro style, going back to what you once wore. So I'll rate it on the basis of that, not on the basis of they've changed from the blue and white stripes, because there is a valid reason why they've done this. So I'll give it an 8 out of 10, because I think it just works for what it is. And then I think they've done almost pretty much the sort of same concept with their away kit. I'm not sure if that really goes in with their 150th anniversary, but I think this combination really works. And that's now 3 yellow kits, yellow away kits in the SPFL that I've had to react to so far. Dunfermline's, Morton's, and now Kilmarnock's. And I think Morton's is probably first, and Kilmarnock's is probably second, and Dunfermline's is third on my list, because Kilmarnock's is just a basic one. They've not really went tremendously out there, so there is really nothing that can be wrong with it. The yellow and blue works, and I'll probably give it, again, same as the home kit, an 8 out of 10. Next up is the maroon side Edinburgh, and that's Hearts, and I'm probably going to give this one a solid, again, 8 out of 10, because there is really nothing wrong with this kit at all. Maroon number, they've got a few wee kind of bits here and there that are kind of a bit more shiny than the rest. They've faded out bits into the kit, and it does work, and it's a solid enough kit. 8 out of 10 for me. And then their away kit, when I initially saw this, I hated it, and I'm still not sure if I'm fully sold on it just yet. I've seen a varied reaction on Twitter and various other social medias. A lot of folks saying that they really love it. In my opinion, it's just a bit iffy. I'm not sold on it yet. It's not terrible though, and for me it's not tremendous either. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10, and that's just based on the fact that I need to let it grow on me as a kit. The other side of Edinburgh now, the green side, and that's Hibernian. The home kit, what else can you say about Hibernian home kit? As I said, with the kind of Aberdeen ones and stuff like that, they're not really going to deviate much for this sort of colour scheme and the different colours involved in it. So you can't really go wrong with it. 8 out of 10, because you just can't really do much else with a Hibernian kit. You can't really get a Hibernian home kit wrong. And then the away kit, and like the Hearts kit, when I initially saw this I thought, that's not a good effort. But I've now seen it in the flesh, because obviously we played Hibs at the weekend in a pre-season friendly, and I think it looks good when you're actually seeing it on the pitch. Looking at it in this picture, I'm still not actually keen on looking at it, but when it was on the pitch, it looked quite good. So I'll probably give it, just because I'm not fully like certain on it just yet, I'll probably give it a 7.5 out of 10. And the extra 0.5 that it gets over the Hearts away kit is because I've now seen it in real life, and I actually don't think it's as bad as I once thought. Now moving into the bottom 6 teams, and it's St Johnstone. Their home kit is a basic kind of blue number with a couple of different lines and different wee shades of blue in it. I think it works for what it is, and the colour's nice. A lot of the detailing is quite nice in this kit, so I'm probably going to give this one an 8.5 out of 10, because even though it is a basic St Johnstone kit really, the extra wee additions they've added to it, it makes a difference, and it's not just a plain blue kit. So 8.5 out of 10 for the St Johnstone home kit. And then the away kit, another yellow number, another yellow and blue number actually. So the 4th yellow away kit in the SPFL, and that's only in the top 2 divisions so far this season. And I'm going to give it just an 8 out of 10 because it's just a standard yellow away kit sort of thing. Next up, Motherwell's kits, and they're both in the same picture in this one. I'm going to give them both an 8.5 out of 10 because I really do think that a lot of the features work within them. Even the away kit matches in with the home kit a bit because they've put the claret and amber bits in it. I think Motherwell always do a really good job in terms of the designs of stuff. They've got a great social media, so they know about design, because a lot of their stuff on social media is to do with the creative side of stuff. So when it comes to the kits, they know exactly what they're doing clearly. So, as I said, 8.5 out of 10 for both of those. Then we're on to Hamilton. Their home kit, standard Hamilton kit. I'm not going to talk too much about this one. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. And then the Hamilton away kit, it's a bit of a different one. A dark blue with very luminous green kind of effect put in with it, like the Adidas stripes are bright green in the full kit. Every little other detail, and it's a different wee step for Hamilton, and I'll applaud them for it because it doesn't not work, and it's not something that's outstanding either. But I think for their bravery, I suppose, in going for something as bold as this, I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10. And then we're on to St Mirren. When I first initially saw this home kit, I wasn't too keen on it, but I think it's grown on me. I'm going to rate this St Mirren kit an 8 out of 10 because I think it's grown on me in a short space of time, and obviously the black and white stuff maybe helps me make that decision because it's just my colours. And then the St Mirren away kit, when I initially saw the two of them together, this was the one that I favoured more, and I still really like this kit. I'm going to give this one a 9 out of 10 because it's honestly one of the best kits I've seen in the SPFL, so maybe I'll bump up to a 9.5 because I really do like that kit. I know it might split opinion within the comments, or if anybody's watching this they might be going, why does he like that kit over X other kit? But I really do like this kit. I think it really will stand out, and it's a good wee kind of step for St Mirren. Again, a different choice, but one that I think really works. And then finally, the newly promoted side, Ross County. I think they've done really well with their kits this year. A lot of the home kit is just really kind of classy for me. I really do like it. The away kit, it's probably the worst out of the two, but it isn't bad either. I'm going to give the away kit a 7.5 out of 10 just because I think the collar maybe makes it not too great for me. But the home kit, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10 because I really do think that that is quite a classy looking home kit for Ross County. So that's it for this video guys. Cheers for watching. If you did enjoy it, please give it a like. Comment down below what was your favourite kit out of those in the SPFL or the Premiership of course, and subscribe for more of this type of content. And until the next video, which will be the vlog for Celtic Hearts v Dunfermline Reserves tomorrow, I'll see you then. Cheers guys.